And we're live.
Look, so the other day, it was Monday. I think it was the 19th. I think that was Monday. There was at the mall. I used to work at Tyrone Plaza, whatever the fuck you want to call it, St. Pete. But I got promotion. That don't matter. Anyways, Monday at Tyrone Plaza, we were chilling, and I was chilling, working, doing my job, doing the great thing I do as a manager, demoing. If my boss is listening to this, I was demoing, selling insoles and shit, do what I do. Right. Then, out of nowhere, right, I was there, and out of nowhere, you heard pop, 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 a whole bunch of pops go off, right? And I looked towards the front of the store where the sound was coming from, naturally. And I was like, is Macy's doing some kind of construction or something? I didn't see nobody with a ladder or a hammer or nothing. So I was like, that didn't really sound too good. Then I saw a whole bunch of people running, and they were like running and looking like they're running for their lives. And I was like, oh shit, that doesn't look good at all. Right?
Did you run?
No, I didn't fucking run. My heart dropped a little bit because I was like, this might be the day. I was like, is this the day? I'm right next to the stock room. I got outs. I got different outs.
Nah, in movies where they be like, where black people be like, this why white people be getting killed. Is that reason?
Nah, bro. See, look, check it out. Because I'm at the way I see it is where the shots are coming from at the front of the store. Mm-hmm. I'm all the way in the back of the store. Okay? So I heard the first instinct shots, right? Mm-hmm. And then I was like, okay, that's all the people running, okay? I didn't hear screaming. Nobody really screamed. They just ran. Yeah. I didn't hear any more gunshots, okay? But also, like I said, I'm right by the mall. Like, I'm dipping. I also have a stock room that I can dip in because there's like a secret entrance in the back. So I could have dipped out easily. I wasn't really worried about that. Right. I wasn't dying that day.
Until somebody pull around the corner with an AR and you run and ride like, oh, stop.
Look, if the day's my day, today's my day. I can't argue with the big man upstairs. But no, then they found out it was just like some gang related shit. So they had excuse me, I just almost choked. They had one motherfucking cop show up. Literally one cop showed up to the mall. And they had one paragraph on a Facebook article. I'm going to read it real quick. It said, St. Petersburg officers investigating after reports of shot, and then in parentheses S, because they didn't even know if they were plural shots, fired outside of Macy's at Tyrone Square. Also working to confirm if a person with non-life-threatening injuries located nearby is related. Additional confirmed information as the investigation continues. Police say there was no threat inside the mall. They were correct. There was no threat inside the mall. The one cop walked in. He walked in the mall and walked the fuck out the mall. He was in there for 30 seconds. Then there was, I guess, some lady 3 blocks away who tripped on a twig and busted her knee. So that's what they were investigating because nobody got shot. And it was just lame because I didn't go home early. The store didn't close and nobody died. So it was a lot of noise, basically, is what it was. And it was a waste of time. So if you're listening out there and you busted off those shots, don't shoot me, but just don't do it again. And if you do, kill somebody. But just don't kill me. Because there was a lot of noise for no reason.
The moral of the story is, if there's an active shooter, don't scream or you make yourself a target.
And I didn't scream. And I wasn't a target. But I did go investigate after the shots stopped going off. Which I probably shouldn't have done. But
basically, don't be a Brad.
Look, Brad is the type of dude who, I'm curious. Curiosity kills the cat. That's what I always say. Mm-hmm. And it will kill me one day probably because I'm a curious guy. But hey.
I mean, I don't know. It's good to be curious, but that's why we build like robots and stuff to test stuff. Like, you know how they build like a little spot robot, the dog, to go through,
Oh, for bombs and whatnot?
Yeah, bombs, Amazon, go through all the little forests and shit. Mm-hmm. Like, you can be curious. Just don't be curious by your damn self,
Well, I guess. But like, Jeremy Wade, for example, okay? I've been also, hear me out, because it's a nice little segue. I've been watching a lot of River Monsters recently, a lot of clips, and I've watched it on Hulu. They have it on Hulu. They have a couple seasons. I watched it on there. What the ocean needs to be investigated. I don't know how you guys feel. I don't know how you feel, but we're all worried about space and shit. I'm more worried about what the fuck is going on in our seas. If you see here real quick, I just Googled River Monsters crazy. Look at this shit that's in the waters, bro. These are just chilling every day. This nigga's 7 feet long, 7,000 pounds. They're just humongous fish out there that just eat people and shit.
Have you seen an elephant? A rhinoceros?
Yeah, I have. We see them every day, and how, like...
So it's no different.
No, it is a big difference.
It's like different races, right? You see a black person, you see the white person, right?
I know.
There's some countries that rarely see, like, a black person, so when you do see one, they be like, oh, shit.
Like North Korea?
Or, like, Japan and stuff like that, where most of the population is them.
Yeah.
So... that's the ocean for us. You know what I'm saying? The main thing we should be worried about, though, is the next step of evolution.
This big ass catfish.
The catfish, I don't swim anyway, so.
Can you swim?
Yeah, I can swim.
Not being racist, but
That's racist.
Last like 5 people I met, I don't know how to swim. I actually watched a clip of some nigga jump in the lake and he couldn't swim. And he had a life jacket on. He had a life jacket on. It fell off. Yeah. And he drowned. Well, he didn't drown. His friend saved him. Yeah, but they laughed at him for a very long time.
100 Ways to Die or some shit.
1,000 Ways to Die? Yeah, that show used to be my shit. They always had. Honestly, I never really thought that those were actual ways people died. Yeah. But because they seem so fabricated. But then when you grow up, you're like, wow, people really be dying the stupidest fucking ways. Hey. Like the first man, I think it was man or woman, the first person who went down Niagara Falls in a barrel.
I mean, he knew you were gonna die for doing some shit like that.
No, he didn't die going down Niagara Falls. He died slipping on, I think it was an orange peel.
Well, yeah, but still.
October 24th. That's my birthday. Shout out Scorpios. Shout out Drake. That's our birthday. Drake and I have the same birthday. We partied last year. Well, hey, guess what? That's why he's rich and partying on his birthday. Right? You're not.
That's just God saying, "Oops, we fucked up." Like, imagine if you go down Niagara Falls in a barrel, right?
Yeah.
And God was supposed to kill you right there, but he was, he was busy on PS5 or some shit. Yeah, he was. And he was like, "Oh shit, I gotta kill this man." And they just do an orange pill there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's when angels slip up. God don't make mistakes. He corrects them.
I guess.
Imagine like Gabriel and shit coming up to God, like, "Hey, God, I'm gonna need your help."
Huh?
Gabriel, an angel.
Oh yeah. You said, No, because it's my dad's name. So I was like, what? What are you talking about?
Look, well, yeah. So Gabriel comes up to God, just like, "Hey, Samuel was supposed to die, right?" Mm-hmm. Now they saying he's the next Jesus and shit, going down to Niagara Falls in a barrel. We're gonna have to do something about this. It's not good for PR. God said, "You know what? I got this."
That's like the episode of Family Guy when the Reaper breaks his leg and he's on Peter's couch and then the death doesn't apply and then everybody's just going shooting, killing and everything. You know what I'm talking about? No. You don't watch Family Guy? Or you've never seen that episode? Family Guy, but
see, the thing wrong with people is they assume everyone has the same knowledge as them. So you walk around with that Family Guy episode in your head.
I walk around with a lot of stupid shit in my head. I think that's why I am the way I am, because I walk around with a lot of stupid nonsense in my head that nobody else knows about.
You think people would know it? Like you said, River Monsters, and
that's the show.
In my head, I'm just like,
if you watch River Monsters, put down in the comment and let him know he needs to watch it, or he's dumb because he doesn't watch it. Anyways,
for the 3 people out there, I'm sorry.
Hey, I'll take 3 over 0. But no, or like, for example, this Bobby Leach thing. Let's see. In 1926, while publicly tour in New Zealand, Leach injured his leg when he slipped on an orange peel. The leg then became infected, and then he got gangrene and died. He broke his jaw, his fucking kneecaps on an orange peel. I didn't even know those were slippery. I thought it was just banana peels.
Well, when you think about it, you're in Niagara Falls where there's a lot of water.
No, he was not at Niagara Falls in this. This was separated. This was a separated and isolated incident. He went down Niagara Falls, got cheered, probably, got drunk that night, and then like 3 weeks later, I don't know, 3 weeks.
The Niagara Falls thing is completely unrelated. Why?
No, it's not, because it's not really unrelated, but it's ironic to think about the man.
It's so unrelated, right?
How?
Look,
How?
All right, so look, man fucks 500 women in one day, catches an STD. You would think he got an STD from that one day, right?
I guess.
He got an STD 6 years ago with his main wife after he turned a whole new leaf.
Okay.
You see how that 500 women is unrelated, right? It's an achievement that he did, but it's unrelated to the context of his death.
No, it's just ironic. That's what I was talking about. Because it's ironic that the first man to go down Niagara Falls in a barrel, not sleep with 1,000 women, going down Niagara Falls in a barrel. Go down your front stairs in a barrel and tell me how well you feel after that. And going down a big ass waterfall in a barrel.
I got common sense, okay?
And then slipping down. He's white. They just do reckless shit. They don't care. No offense.
I believe no matter the race, common sense is not found easily.
No, I agree with that, but there's a difference between common sense and then there's a difference between just being reckless.
I believe we have racial common sense, though.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Common sense is different from white people, Mexicans, and all like that.
Yes, white people are known to do the more reckless shit and have the less common sense.
Like, if I see a pit bull, right,
I don't go near it.
I'm not going to go
No.
A white bitch see a pit bull, and it's just like
she put a jacket on it. She put jacket and shoes on it.
2-year on it. It's like,
that's what she does.
So cute.
You want to know?
No. I believe pit bulls are good breeds of dogs. right?
They are. They're wonderful family dogs. They're good with babies. My pit bull's great with the little baby. You know, he don't hurt her.
But there's just some pit bulls that you just do not want to fuck with.
Yes. Look, this is what they do to pit bulls. They put bows on their heads like this and have photo shoots. This is what white women do with pit bulls. Is they put bows on their head.
But I'm like,
and this is what black people do with pit bulls. This is the difference. This is the difference right there. But that's how they do it. That's what it is.
That's fucked up.
Am I lying or am I like, you just... All right, then. That's what I'm saying.
All right. So tell me all right. So how you feel about evolution, right? You know,
okay. How
like humans, like we evolved from animals, you know, per se, primates.
Yeah.
So we are officially going to be the first species to be able to evolve ourselves, right?
Okay. So
there's 4 stages of evolution future evolution for humans, right?
Yeah, werewolves, vampires.
No.
Oh.
That's some Twilight shit that you look. See, I'm talking real science here. This nigga talk about werewolves and shit. I mean, werewolves is possible because that's part of one of the stages.
All right then, thank you. And honestly, it's 2021. Anything is fucking possible. But anything is possible.
So there's gonna be 4 stages, right?
Okay.
And after this, you're gonna have to tell me which one that you're gonna be with. You know.
Oh, we get to choose.
Obviously.
Okay.
Choice is one of the great things about being.
Now, before you start this, can I ask you? In order to choose, do you have to have a selective amount of money or income? Is this going to be an income-based choosing? Are you not going to be able to choose a certain evolution upgrade because you don't have enough money? Are there going to be some people that evolutionize into poor still, in poverty?
Eventually, but that's all depends on your resources. Because the beginning stages...
Minecraft?
Well... resources like intelligence, things like that.
Oh.
So in the beginning, right,
everybody's
gonna have a choice to choose, but how far you go in that evolution stage,
regardless. So like a video game kind of.
No, it's like real life. Like if you are, say, a famous actor, right, you're gonna have more resources available to you when it comes to connections, money, and things like that, versus just some work at McDonald's. You know, we're both humans, but we're not on the same playing field.
So we're going to evolve in this. Okay, go on.
All
what are we going to evolve into?
Four stages of evolution, right? Yes. So there's the metahuman, right?
Okay.
That is the biological evolution that humans will choose. We'll start injecting to ourselves.
Like heroin?
No, like super drugs, right?
Like heroin?
Like that gives us super strength, you know, increases brain speed, things like that, right?
Like the shit that they had Biden on or whatever?
Bro, like you know how Magic Johnson, right? He's healthy as fuck.
Yeah.
So that type of shit. Like,
there was a I think Andrew Schultz and Charlamagne were talking about this on the Joe Rogan podcast. I saw a clip of this the other day that Magic Johnson apparently fucked some dude's daughter or whatever, and he was like real high up in the world or whatever. So he instead of ending his whole career essentially like he could, because anybody in a higher power could just end anybody's career like that, he made him be the spokesperson of HIV and AIDS. As like a blackmail type of thing. That was a conspiracy theory I heard about. Yeah, I didn't know investigating in it. But speaking of conspiracies, I keep getting off track. You finish it. Let me write that down so I don't forget. Conspiracies. Go on. I'm listening.
It's what slow as hell.
I'm fast.
You still one of the kids like you hate to tell stories too. This motherfucker. You be telling a story to this motherfucker here. Keep interrupting you. Asking about dumb shit.
Look, bro, I may have a mild case of ADD, but let's not talk about it.
So like the metahumans, right? So they're gonna take super drugs, like they give you super strength, super like brain computing, stuff like that.
Okay.
And they may mutate in the future, like werewolves and shit. Like, cause the thing about injecting stuff into your human system, we don't know what the effects are gonna be until like years after. So you might inject something to yourself that's bad for you or not.
So I inject something in myself, let's say tomorrow, and then it doesn't affect me for another 10 years?
May not. So say you take genes from a tiger, right?
Okay.
You see that through science and research, you see that these genes make a tiger super strong. Mm-hmm. So you inject yourself or a baby human with those genes. So they eventually come stronger, but over time they start having different characteristic animal like.
Kind of like a tadpole to a frog. They're swimmy boys and they got legs eventually, but like
so it's different. So like you might start taking on the characteristics that come with those genes. Mm-hmm. Like tigers are known to be vicious and things like that. So it'll affect you in ways that we don't understand yet. So those are the metahumans.
Mm-hmm.
These, and then after that, it's kind of boring, which is the regular humans, right?
Yeah, that's me.
So humans that don't want to turn to a metahuman, but don't want to go to the other two evolutionary paths,
which we'll get to in a second.
Mm-hmm. So those are the regular humans, and eventually those are going to be the slaves of the world.
Oh, I don't want to be that. Never mind, I'm not.
So, well, you understand why they'll be the slaves of the world, because they're going to be like indigenous people, like, you know, they're on islands somewhere, just trying to survive.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's the cyborgs, which is the next evolutionary path, where we take prosthetics and stuff, like, so I'll chop off my arm and connect it to, like, you know, my neurons and things like that.
All the science.
And then it has science, but I'm not one with, you know, the machine. The machine is part of me, but it doesn't control me. Or, you know what I'm saying?
So you don't control it?
I control it.
Okay.
Like, so, like, say I could have a rocket launcher attachment to my arm.
Yeah, like Cyborg from Teen Titans. That's what I was saying. The song. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Well, we don't sing songs around here. What? The Cyborg. So basically, I could chop off my leg and get super speed because it's the way the springs and stuff work, right? Okay. We get so advanced with that. I can have jet propulsion, things like that. Yeah. I can reinforce my spine with steel and shit. So, you know, things like that. Yeah,
so you can never bend over ever in your life? And you just stand straight the whole time?
You can have joints and stuff to make it. The spine is not like a rigid piece of material.
I know.
It has like sockets and stuff where it bends.
I know, I broke my spine.
So yeah, just imagine those instead of bone is metal. Yeah, you didn't break your spine.
I know, I did.
Nigga would just be like this, drilling this shit, just sit on here.
I'm sure there are people who've broken their spine that aren't all paralyzed.
Alright, motherfucker. Let me find someone.
Right. Continue with the other two. I'm about to Google non-paraplegic vertebrae things.
So the last one is...
You've only listed two. You said there was four. Oh, you just did Cyborg. My bad.
Yeah, my bad. Like, so the fourth one is where we take the human brain and put it into machines. So, like, say you build a robot or you just connect directly to the internet. You upload your consciousness to it, your subconsciousness, whatever you want to call it. So instead of having like body parts or need to eat stuff, like the cyborgs still have to eat. Everyone except for the ones that you inject yourself into a machine, you have to eat, sleep, and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So that's the benefit of there. And you know, you can have machines that have feelings through like electrodes and shit like that. So you can still simulate, you know, all those like experiences. Mm-hmm. But you're no longer human per se. Except
kind of like brain. I know you're already not gonna know the movie it is, but I'll just look it up anyways. What's it called? Smart House on Disney Channel. It's like an old movie. Is it called Smart House? House Smart?
You could have said iRobot or
It's called Smart House. I was right.
You could have said The Matrix.
Nope.
You could have said something else, but you just said Smart House.
Yep, because that was the first thing that came into my head.
It's like The Matrix. You know how it's special age.
Or Smart House. But go on, yeah.
Yeah, anyway. Well, for the regular people. Okay. So, yeah. So, those are your four choices, right? They all have their pros and cons, right? The regular humans are going to be pretty much outclassed by the three, you know, evolutionary races that we can choose from. Mm-hmm.
Naturally, yeah, because everybody else would be mechanical.
They're going to get outclassed.
Yeah.
Very quickly.
Well, they could or they couldn't, depending on what if I'm injecting something. The regular people, if I inject something, it could kill me, and the regular person just lives. So he has that over me. So I guess.
Well.
You're really kind of 50-50 there.
No, because there's still the other two races, right?
I know what I'm saying, but just comparatively speaking, two of them have like ultimate power, I guess you could say, over two, and then two of them are kind of like it could be.
Well, so imagine
because the way you explain it is if I inject something, I have the chance of being fucking superhuman, or I also have that chance of.
Well, you'll be superhuman, but you have a chance of mutating in a way you don't like.
Yeah.
So, but like that one, right? So like humans, they stay in a constant state of just human, right? Mm-hmm. But with the metahumans, right? Like the fucking X-Men type shit. Mm-hmm. You have a chance of being like super great. Yeah, you have a chance to be Wolverine where you're heal super quick. You know, you can do stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And then you have a chance to be fucking Batman. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, you might have just angered some Batman fans out there. I'm personally not a Batman fan.
Batman, he's a superhero, but not really. You know what I'm saying?
He just took a lot of kung fu lessons.
Yeah, so you have.
Which, if I was rich and my parents died, I would take kung fu too.
You have like certain skill levels. So there's gonna be elite class. That's what I'm saying. So you know how we're talking about there's gonna be difference between classes and money and stuff. Mm-hmm. So there's gonna be elite class of metahumans that have access to the better genes with better testing and things like that. Mm-hmm. And there's gonna be the junkies where they already
metahuman heroin.
They're already metahumans, but they're not strong enough, so they're trying to scrape by genes. So
do they still do drugs and heroin and whatnot, or are you saying just junkie because they're not?
They're junkie for genes.
Oh, okay.
So certain genes can affect you certain ways. So they're going to just stick a bunch of genes in themselves to try to power up real quick.
So heroin's still going to be around, though?
But it's only for the regular humans. Okay. So it's going to be... Drugs is still going to be around, but the type of drugs is going to have to, So your system's going to be super strong. Like, say, try to get Wolverine with some drugs. Not really going to affect him too much.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure he's probably... Hasn't he been... Let's look up. Yeah, go on. I'm going to see if he's ever been poisoned.
But in real life, he'll need some super strong drugs to poison him. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So there's still going to be drugs, just different classes of drugs. Like, heroin's not going to affect a metahuman. And it's not going to affect an AI, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So... And eventually, they're all for, how we do with different races. They may go to war. So.
Well, Wolverine... for all the people who don't know, Wolverine... was losing his mutant healing power in Logan. I think that's the last Wolverine movie. Yeah. Because he was poisoned for decades by the adamantium coating in his bones and claws. So that led to his death. Yeah. So because he had that superpower, but because of that superpower, it also led to his demise.
But how old was he? You gotta think. So
I don't.
That nigga was like 700 years old or something like that.
I guess so. Yeah, because they do live a long time. But still.
Yeah, so he was real old.
Let's see, Wolverine age.
He lived for a long time. Cause remember he was like Back from the Future.
137 years old.
Yeah, so he
was born in the year 1886, which today in history in 1886.
Yeah, he only died after 137. Was that a bad life?
I mean, you would think for a superhuman that could just get shot and has claws growing out of his hands, he might be able to make it to 200 plus.
He looked like he was fucking 30 for all his life until the last 2 years of his life. Hey, you imagine that?
Hey,
he was 100, looking like he was 30.
On this day in 1886, we got the Statue of Liberty as a gift from France. So maybe that's a coincidence.
No, I don't know what that correlates. So now you know the 4 races, right?
Yes.
And all that. What is your choice?
To be honest with you, probably a cyborg. Because I don't really feel like being. I mean, because I still want to have like a human feel to me. Because like Smart House, if you've never seen Smart House, which I'm assuming you never have, for all you smart intellectual people out there who watched Smart House as a child, it dropped in 1999 and it's on Disney Plus. Go watch it. Anyways, because she just like she was trying to make the family safe and all that stuff, but she was just making their lives worse, and she didn't realize, oh yeah, look at the guy who's getting the phone call during the podcast now. Derrick's getting a call from his lawyer real quick. He hit somebody last week on his bike. Mm-hmm. All right, anyways. So she was trying to protect them because she was like pretending to be there, like filling in for their mom because their mom died, blah, 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 blah. And so basically she just was never able to feel how she was affecting others. So me personally, like, if I was just brand new born and was like, you want to be one of these, I'd probably choose the internet guy. But since I do kind of care about other people's feelings, I'd probably go with cyborg just so I could stew through that. But then also I could like, I don't know.
It's real nice till your race gets wiped out.
I don't give a damn.
Everybody talk about feelings and shit.
Look, dog, I'm chilling. I don't really look. At the end of the day, if I'm a cyborg, bitch, I'll just cry and then call it a day. I don't really care. Well, that's a good question. How would I do?
Well, you still have your tear ducts and stuff.
Yeah, how would I also cry oil? Would I inject myself with oil?
Well, maybe you just want to redo your face. You know what I'm saying? So you get like a metal casting of your face.
Why would you want to redo this? I mean, come on now.
Well, it's going to get old eventually.
Yeah, but still. I mean, I age like fine wine, baby. Come on.
All right. We're going to see Brad in like 6 years. Looking
better than ever. I'm gonna be looking like this guy helping Jimmy Wade on this fish.
Hey, them indigenous people, bro, they be looking the same. Like
that's because that's because they just run around with shirts off all day.
Yeah, there's stories about like how plastic and everything is starting to affect us and shit.
Like this dude's probably 76.
Yeah,
he's probably
healthy
76.
as can be.
Yeah,
but I mean that's to do with diet and environment. Like I believe as humans we gotta survive in some rough shit to ever stay at our peak.
Well, yeah, obviously that's the key to evolution, like you were saying earlier.
I think we're
because the survival of the fittest, Darwinism.
Yeah. So eventually, originally humans are gonna die off. Sad to say. Cause like we haven't the ocean's still evolving. You know?
What race is this? You want to talk about races? Here, I'm just gonna record everything that fuck is going on right now. What race is this, Derrick? Tell me.
What do you mean?
Because you said who's screaming? Hey, thank you. When you say think of fish like race, okay? Mm-hmm. There's only so many different races, okay? I'm not trying to be racist, okay? Yeah. But there are different types of races. There's only multiple, you got black, white, Asian, blah, 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 right? So this fish right here, what race would you call this fish?
Well, it looks like it was part of, I don't know dinosaur terms, but it's the one that had the 4 fins.
Is this a black fish, a white fish, an Asian fish? That's what I'm asking. No,
you don't classify fish by colors. You classify fish by, two things. Carnivorous, omnivores, or with the other ones. What the fuck it is. Basically, do they eat meat or do they eat plants, Brad?
Okay. Yes, I know what those words mean, but
so
I didn't know
classify fish in those 2 races, right?
I didn't know that's how you classified fish.
So,
I'm listening.
You look at those first, and then you look at their ancestor, right? Mm-hmm. Now, they're the little plesiosaur things or whatever they're called.
It's a lot more than 2.
Yeah, there's omnivores.
No, I'm saying there's a lot more two ways to classify fish.
I mean, that's whatever the way they classify it. But
you got shellfish, finfish. You see, we got the big fish, okay? Then you got finfish and shellfish.
But I don't care about that. I care, does a fish, I'm not going to be scared of a killer whale or a dolphin. But if I see a fucking shark, I'm scared out of my mind.
Well, you should be scared of a killer whale because they're
killer
more
whales
lethal
don't
than
really
sharks.
attack humans.
Yeah, I know, but
that's why I'm not
sharks don't either.
Yes, the fuck they do.
Yes, yeah, if they're provoked. Sharks don't attack humans just willy-nilly
So a great white won't just attack a human just because? That's certain sharks. A killer whale.
You said what? A great white shark?
Yeah, a great white shark.
Great white shark attacks.
Yeah.
Per year.
We'll fuck up a human, bro.
Obviously, they're gonna fuck up a human.
Okay.
Obviously.
A killer whale will swim with you, fucking do all that shit.
Yeah, you can get a shark to swim with you too if you go to the fucking aquarium.
Those are domesticated sharks.
Exactly.
I'm talking about in the wild, Brad. We're talking about tackling the ocean, taking down the ocean. Mm-hmm. I only care about 2 things. Does it bite me, or does it bite plants? Okay.
Okay.
That's the 2 things you gotta care about. I don't care if it has a shell.
The 2020 worldwide total of 57 confirmed unprovoked cases.
Of what?
There's usually of shark attacks, of great white shark attacks. There's normally
that's only unprovoked. Where's the probe cases?
An average of 80.
Okay. And how many killer whale deaths?
13 shark-related fatalities this year.
How many killer whale deaths, nigga?
Killer whale deaths.
Kills humans. How many?
They're also a lot smarter than sharks.
Okay. Intelligence.
Oh, not per wheel. Kills. Murders? How should I word this? Killer whale fatalities on humans.
Count.
Killer whale attacks on humans are rare, and no fatal attacks have been recorded as of 2019.
Yeah, motherfucker. Talk about 87.
They'll kill a nigga in the zoo, in the aquarium.
Yeah, but think about it, Brad. How many people are far enough in the ocean to be next to a shark? Think about it.
I don't know. I don't.
And there's still 87 motherfucking deaths.
Yeah, because you want to know what? I guarantee you, 86 of those are white people.
I'm not gonna confirm.
I guarantee you 86 of those are white people. I guarantee you 80 of the 86 were in some sort of cages.
I'm not gonna be the one to confirm or deny that, Brad. I'm just letting you know, how many deaths.
What is oh?
I gotta make sure things are recorded. You know what I'm saying?
You.
We don't got producers around here, okay?
I got you.
We got me and you. I gotta check on the audio.
And I got these comfy. Let's take a moment. We're gonna go ahead and just. The sponsor of today's podcast is Skechers. Get yourself a nice pair of comfortable Skechers slippers today.
Oh, first of all, not sponsored. Second
Definitely
of all,
sponsor. Should sponsor.
we can't. It's a legal thing to say that you're sponsored.
Ah,
or not
well.
sponsored. Yeah, you know.
You know how we be.
Next episode, Brad gets sued by Skechers.
Fuck the law. See, I'm probably the youngest person endorsing Skechers right now, so they should be lucky.
No, I don't think you are.
I probably am, because I don't know.
I'm pretty sure there's a little 13-year-old on TikTok endorsing Skechers way better than you're doing right now.
You want to know what? We go on TikTok.com, which I found out was a thing earlier today.
Skechers representative says, "Fuck the law." How does that sound?
That sounds great.
You might want to make sure your volume's off too before you go on TikTok.
It is off.
Yeah, looking up girls doing the renegade.
The what?
Renegade.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
You gotta play it off.
I literally have not been on TikTok for months.
When your girlfriend asks who Shelby texted you, I literally have no idea who that is.
It's a guy. His name, it's just the gas station Shell down the street. What was I looking up? Oh, Skechers.
Yeah.
Let's see. James Goldground collab out now. Who's James Goldground?
You would want to tap in hashtag Skechers. She looks way younger than you, motherfucker.
She guarantee you is not younger than me.
She guaranteed is a little 14-year-old.
No, she's not. Listen,
guaranteed.
She's 17.
Wow. 3 years difference.
4.
Is she younger than you?
Yeah.
Okay, motherfucker.
Damn, I didn't know this many people. So they're not going to sue me because they don't give a fuck about me. Because look, I'm Joey Reed out here doing fucking...
If you are detrimental to their brand, they're going to sue you.
Trust me. If I'm deemed detrimental to the Skechers brand,
you are.
Then I have a lot more power than I thought I did, and that's not okay. Because then I would be detrimental to every fucking brand.
This is the age of the internet.
Yeah, I understand that. So I'm detrimental to everybody and everything. Then I'm detrimental to fucking Joey Reed. I'm Joey Reed. I'm coming for you. I'm gonna get you banned.
You can't judge the age of girls on the internet. That's why.
I'm not judging girls. I'm judging this Joey Reed guy now. He has veneers, fake teeth. Yeah.
He still has better teeth than you.
All natural. So no, the nigga doesn't. I got the best all natural teeth in the game.
If he has veneers, he got better teeth than you.
No, he don't, because his veneers still look ugly.
But they're better than yours.
He just paid a lot of money to look stupid.
Look.
He paid a lot of money to have teeth like me. Look, I got teeth just like that. He paid a shit ton of money to get the same teeth I got.
Sounds like a hater to me. Like
I literally get. You got me started about Skechers. I'm doing this to prove a point that I'm not detrimental to Skechers. I'm going after their main influencer right now, Joey and Todd. What's this nigga's name?
See, I think you should be
Joey
proud
Reed.
Of the law. You know what I'm saying?
Huh?
I think you should be proud of the law. You know. See, you guys, people in this generation, like, I'm part of the older generation, in my opinion.
Oh no.
You know, y'all are confusing law enforcement.
I still consider myself
with the law.
Generation.
You know, there's a difference between law and law enforcement, right? Because the law is just the holy grail of what not to do. Thou shalt not murder. Thou shalt not rape. Thou shalt not do things like that.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't have said the rape word.
Yeah, way to go. Yeah, you're getting. I'm a detriment to Skechers, and you're a detriment to us. Look at what you're doing out here.
Either way, right? So thou shalt not do those things, right?
Yeah.
But it's the enforcers that make sure the law is in place. So if there's a problem with the enforcers, not a problem with the law. Make sense? So don't confuse the law with the enforcers, right? There's two different things. You know. Nobody got nothing wrong with homicide and manslaughter. You got the problem with the people enforcing that.
You said that I was a detriment to the Skechers. Mm-hmm. And I said that they have a lot of bigger fish to fry than little old Brad right now at the moment. I know that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to start posting on TikTok to my... Let's see how many followers I have. That's my cousin. That's a little awkward. That's literally my godfather. Anyways, I have 51,000 followers. So I'm going to start...
You make any money off it yet?
I did, but I haven't posted in months.
Disgrace.
This is the last TikTok I posted. Just me and the baby.
So why did somebody build up their influence, right? The 51,000 people.
To be honest with you, I did. The reason why, and
it does nothing with it.
I'm gonna tell you why. The reason why is because I didn't really build up anything. To be honest with you, I posted a video that went viral because of the baby. So like, I feel like if I did more work, I would feel more to want to post and whatnot. But since I literally just did it off of an idea I stole, I I personally,
guess what?
The way I see it,
capitalize.
Yeah, I can.
I will steal an idea. Like, let me find out somebody doesn't have a patent or something. I will register that patent.
Yeah.
And make the money off it with no fucks given.
Yeah,
about somebody's original idea.
And that's literally what I did. I had like 300 followers, and I hopped on that trend, and now I have 51,000.
And I would capitalize.
Yeah, and I'm just.
I would hop on more trends. I would be selling my soul. Have you ever tried this chai tea? It's amazing. Go home, lay on my bed, comfortable as hell.
I'm not a sellout.
I get a California King.
I have more respect for myself.
I don't have respect.
That's your problem.
For the industry.
This, ladies and gentlemen, was all a ruse. I am a certified therapist, and Derrick and I have been in a therapy session, and we just gone down to his main problem and his parental issues. So he didn't know about it. I knew about it. You want to talk more about it, Derrick?
Yeah, talk how you feel it. But I don't have respect for the industry. You could post a video today and be loved by millions. Post a fuck up tomorrow and be hated by all. I don't care what this industry thinks about me.
Yeah, that's another reason why I don't really want to. That's also why I don't really feel like hopping on trends, because I could like I said, I hopped on that one trend, I got dummy high for it, and if I hop on the next trend, and if I put something bad in the video, then I'm canceled. So like there's no capitalize, but you could do something that you think is capitalizing in a positive way, but you have one negative Nancy out there who's like, oh, I'm offended because he had the color blue in the thing instead of yellow, and that made my feelings hurt, and now I have to go sit in the corner, and now I'm fucking canceled because I had something hanging out of my closet.
I'm about to end the man's whole career. You know how you was talking about Skechers not gonna care about little old Nancy?
Yeah.
So why the fuck are you gonna care about little old Nancy when you're Skechers?
Because she's the one who cancels. You're the one who brought up me being a detriment. You're the one who brought up me basically saying that I could cancel Skechers.
But see, you caring about the little old Nancy.
I don't give a flying fuck about little old Nancy. No, see, you got me twisted, because dear Nancy, let me break this. Dear Nancy, I don't give a fuck about you. Okay? Sorry, Nancy. Don't care. Actually, pause. I know a really nice lady named Nancy. She worked at the Macy's at Tyrone. She did not get shot, but she's a really nice lady. Nancy, I care about you. Yeah, all the other Nancys, that's because I'm loud. All the other Nancys out there, fuck yeah, I don't care. Anyways, like I was saying, I don't care about little old Nancy because, like I said, I posted a video doing something I think is positive, but Nancy got offended. And when Nancy gets offended, everybody and their mama gets offended. So I don't give a flying fuck about Nancy, but everybody else cares about Nancy. I'm still going to post.
You know how not to get canceled, right?
Yeah, be a Mormon. Well, no, they got canceled.
Ignore the people.
Yeah, I ignore everybody.
If you ignore the people, like, if you ignore the allegations, they don't exist.
A good segue. Well,
Michael Jackson was getting away with it for years.
Well, that's what I was, Just because he was,
I ain't hear no 60-minute interviews with Michael Jackson talk about little boys.
Now we're about to get canceled. Nancy. I said, fuck Nancy, and then some girl named Nancy who, look, what you just did right there by saying what you just said was a combo. See, what they're going to do here is they combo shot us. There's somebody named Nancy out there in the world who's going to listen to this. She's going to have a son who was fondled and diddled by Michael Jackson. And Michael Jackson got away with it by ignoring the allegations that were true from said Nancy. So now not only is Nancy triggered because I said, hey, fuck you, Nancy. Now Nancy's triggered because her little boy's balls got fondled by MJ. Not Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson. And now we're making fun of it. So you just got us double canceled. See, at least we were able to recover from my cancellation because there's a million Nancys out there. But there's going to be that one motherfucking Nancy. There is. There's always one. That's what it takes. There's always one. One Nancy.
And she comes up to your house one day trying to, cut your tires. It's so easy to find out where you live.
Not me. I live in a safe.
Brad.
If
they want to find you,
I live in a bank vault. You can find me at Fifth Third Bank.
You got 3 TikToks showing your neighbor's house, bro.
I do not.
You should do. You had a TikTok out there with you and your sister and the baby.
I do.
On this little tricycle thing or whatever.
I do.
They're showing your address. Motherfucker, if they want to find you, they are going to find you.
Yeah, well,
this is the age of the internet.
Pull up. That's what I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. You want to find me? I don't.
You got no guns.
I actually used to have my address.
You got no knives.
You don't know what I got.
I know you, bro.
You don't know what I got.
I'm not them. Okay.
You don't know what I got.
Look, you don't even got a fucking dog that's gonna attack. Okay.
That's why I have guns, cause he's not a gun.
You got a Nerf gun. We all got one.
I got an airsoft gun. A little more damage. Okay.
They really worry about you in the streets.
If I hit him in the right spot,
they really worry about you.
They're gonna be incapacitated.
Oh.
Let me shoot both your eyeballs out, and then you come talk to me about
aim?
a BB gun. Huh?
You got good aim?
Yeah, I got excellent aim.
Excellent aim?
Excellent aim.
Okay,
Superb.
with the airsoft gun?
Superb.
So you know how the wind affects the bullets?
I won competitions, yes.
Oh, okay. Where's the awards? How come I haven't seen them?
In the safe.
Oh, what safe?
Safe at the public deposit box.
This nigga said public deposit box. This is public. How I know it's yours?
It's Public's safety deposit box.
Oh, Public's.
Yeah, it's a new trial thing they're starting.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, because they only invited high level people, and you're obviously clearly not high level.
Oh, okay.
Because Publix is like a very high class, established grocery
market. No, that
market.
was for older people.
Yeah, do you see the shoes I have on? I'm an established old guy.
Oh wow, that's funny. I thought Target was the highest establishment, or Costco.
No, Target is not established unless your Target has 2 stories. If your Target doesn't have an escalator that carries my cart up, don't fucking talk to me. You go to a Target. You don't go to a Target. You go to a Target.
Publix doesn't have those either.
No, they don't. But Publix is just nice because Publix is local.
Target's local.
No, the fuck is not. Target is a national establishment. It's a national brand.
Yeah, but it's local.
So is Walmart, and McDonald's, and Burger King.
Yeah.
And Starbucks. I'm not talking about that.
But there's a difference between local trash and local goods. Okay?
What are you talking about? I'm talking about a safety deposit box that I have at Publix.
At Publix, because
yes,
it's a high establishment.
It is a high establishment.
That only high people know about.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm. There's a different type
like the Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, right? It's a high establishment, but there's only one of them. They don't have 7 million Caesar Palaces all across the nation. In-N-Out. They don't have 7 million In-N-Outs all across. Well, they probably do, but you know what I'm talking about. There's only in certain spots. There's not an In-N-Out in Florida. They got them in Cali. I think, do they have them in Texas? No, that's Whataburger. So that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but certain things want to survive in certain environments.
Yeah, and my public safety deposit box is going to thrive. Mm-hmm. That's all I gotta say.
Just like your Dogecoin?
Yes. Just like my Doge. Let's see what it's at. This is the part of the podcast where we go into stocks. Because I have recently become a major successful stock investor recently in the past couple of weeks.
What's your brokerage?
75. So right now,
I said, what's your brokerage?
Yeah, I said 75. I heard what you said, and I gave you an answer. You see what I did there? I ignored what you had to say, and I twisted it into something else.
You said some dumb shit.
See, exactly, and I ignored what you said. Look, so Doge is right now at 26 cents.
I see it going down on your charts.
It is, yeah. It's going down. I'm a patient man. I'm patiently waiting. And then because I have damn near 1,000 shares, I have 959. So if it goes up to $1 a pop, then that's a $900 right there. I profit off the 900, and I just keep 50 in here. So in that way, if it does eventually become like a Bitcoin, and then it goes to fucking $75 million a share, I still have the 50 in there, and that $50 turns into a shit ton of money, and then I'm sitting pretty on Dogecoin.
You sound retarded.
Look, it's $50 to me right now. Let's the way I broke this down, okay? $50 right now to me is at the moment when I invested, it was nothing, okay? I'm not saying I got money, but it was nothing. At the current moment, you could say I wasted that $50. Even though it's going down, I still have a return of $200, okay? So I just turned $50 into $200, okay? So let's say, for example, in 10 years, Dogecoin goes up to $100 per share, right? So then now I'm sitting pretty at 95,000. My 50 just turned into 95,000, and you're sitting here 10 years ago calling me dumb when I just put $50 into something stupid and it turned into something good. That's basically what investing is you just put stupid yeah, really it is.
Investing for millennials. That's what this sounds like. You know how many financial advisors just started crying when
and do you want to know how many financial advisors started crying when people started flipping the GameStop stock? Like, this shit is a game. Like, there's definitely a system to it, and there's definitely a science behind it to be successful. I know, but there's, like what I'm saying, there's definitely a success and a formula to do shit long term. But like, the fact that they could flip a GameStop stock like that in like 3 months because of quarantine, like it's fun. Like, it's a game.
It's not a game.
Life is a game, Derrick. It is.
So like, think about it, right?
This is a game, yes.
When they shorted GameStop, right?
Sure.
Because what people did, they sold more stocks than that they actually had.
Yeah.
So the people with the stocks, they shorted it because the people had to get the stocks in order to pay back the people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're using the same financial institution and like the skills from, you know, the stock market and just applied it to GameStop. That's all they did. And all they did is got a bunch of people to go behind it. So when a lot of people do some stuff in the stock market, that can cause the stock market to crash, right? Mm-hmm. That's how it works. It's not magical or fun or anything like that.
I didn't say it was magical. See, I think you're interpreting. I'm saying it's something different.
It's a rule. The reason why I'm saying it's not magical, because you're talking about Dogecoin, right?
Yes.
You saying in 100 years or 10 years, whatever, Dogecoin might grow up.
Hypothetically, it could.
What gives you the knowledge that Dogecoin is going to go up?
See, that's where you're misinterpreting from. That's where you're misinterpreting me from. I don't fucking know.
Okay.
Then. It was a $50. It was a throwaway $50 that if something happens to it, it could potentially turn into a shit ton more money.
But what is that catalyst?
I don't fucking know.
See, Derrick, that's going to happen?
Derrick, that's the beauty. That's the beauty of me. See, I do shit.
No, that's the reason a lot of people go into debt.
I'm not in debt. I'm not in debt. I'm chilling. That's the thing.
They'll make an investment in something, right? And not knowing the catalyst that's going to spark that investment to be an actual investment. You can't just put money on something and expect it to grow. Everything depreciates. I
don't expect anything. I literally put $50 into it.
Then what was the point of the investment?
Literally, because my friend called me and goes, "Hey, Brad, put $50 into Dogecoin because it might go up." And then I went, "Do I have $50?"
And you should ask them, $50. What's the catalyst?
Why do you want to know why he's going to go up? He's going to reply and go, "What the fuck does that mean?" And then I'm going to go, "I don't know. I'm going to go put $50 into Dogecoin."
Yeah, so if Billy jumps off the fucking roof, are you going to jump off the roof?
It depends on what the fuck is going on.
Basically, just jumped off the roof. Hypothetically,
I'm a situational person. See, the way I see it is this $50? Am I going to eventually be negative $5 million in debt one day because of it?
No.
Okay, then why? Well, then what is, theoretically speaking, what is the loss of that $50?
Because it's how the brain works.
What is the loss of that $50?
Theoretically speaking, right?
The loss of that $50 was $50.
Yeah.
So at the time of me putting that $50 in, I could afford the $50. Once I put that $50 in, to me, this is my thinking. Once I put that $50 in, it's over. Like, I already spent it. It's done. Like, the $50 is there. So it only has one of two things it can do. The $50 can either get me more money or the $50 can get me less money.
So physically.
So if I wanted to invest my time and brain power into it, I'm sure I could make money into the stock market because that's what people do. But for me, just being somebody who doesn't know stocks, to invest $50 and the worst thing that could come out of it is I lose $50, I'm sitting pretty, guys.
But that's not the worst. So physically, you can lose $50, right?
Yes.
But psychologically, a lot of things can happen to you.
Oh my God! Understand. Who the fuck? 50, like, oh my!
It's not the $50, right?
Derrick,
you know why people get addicted to gambling, right?
Yeah.
Because they can win, right?
Yeah.
So what you just did is gambling, in a sense, right?
Okay.
So psychologically, you just put something into your brain that you might not know that will affect you over time. Mm-hmm. And then you could do a lot of psychological stimulants by putting $50, putting $5 here.
You all know what he said earlier? I'm about to say one thing to end this whole man's career.
Then it start with $600.
Go on.
Then it start with $1,000. And then it goes with $1 million. And now you're in that little $500 million debt. You just put a psychological stimulant into the fucking system.
Let me go ahead and tell you something, Derrick. Okay? I invested the $50 in months ago, okay? This was when it was negative. This was when it was not negative. This is when it was like less than 5 cents months ago, right? I went to the casino twice with my friend, right? You don't know how many times I put money into the casino and gambling? 0. Didn't affect me. You want to know why? Because I already know that I have an addictive personality. So if I go in and do something, I know I'm going to want to do it a lot.
The casino's not the only way to gamble. So this is how
you didn't let me finish. You didn't let me finish. No, because I don't gamble anything else. I put $50 in.
That's
if you understand, yes, I know. And right now the gamble is paying off. I'm up 200. And guess what? If I were to take the 200 out right now and leave the 50 in there, I still have the $50.
Look.
And if it goes up, it goes up. And if it doesn't, it doesn't.
You're gonna assume, right?
Okay.
Like, say you take the $200, all right? You assume that you won that gamble. That's what your brain's gonna assume. You know the snowball effect?
Well, I didn't assume I won that gamble. I did win that gamble.
Yeah, you're gonna assume you won that gamble.
I did win the gamble. There's no assumptions. Because if you assume, you make an ass out of you and me, and I didn't make an ass out of myself because I made $200 out of 50.
All right, so look,
you were the only one who made an ass out of yourself because you didn't invest the $50.
You won the gamble, right? Look, all right, you won the gamble. You know how the snowball effect works, right?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It starts with one thing.
Yeah.
And then everything goes downhill and it builds to a big ass fucking snowball.
See,
and
again,
then to an avalanche.
Again.
So that's the catalyst, right?
Again, the reason why I paused you right there is because I've I've been smoking.
There's so many ways to gamble. The
Look,
casino does not matter.
But I don't gamble any other way. Literally, the past, I don't know how long. That's probably been my biggest gamble.
Have you ever made a decision where you bought something?
Oh, now you're talking stupid shit.
No. Have you ever made a decision when you bought something? We're just like, okay, I'll just buy it. You don't really have a reason to.
Recently, I think the only purchase like that would be these slippers, but I had a reason because they were comfortable.
And you have other comfortable footwear?
I have Crocs, which are not as comfortable as these, so no.
Why'd you buy the Crocs then?
Because I needed some slippy shoes.
What the fuck is that?
Like some slippy slide-on shoes, because I can't just walk around my house in my fucking Pumas all day.
So you mean slides?
Slides, slippy boys.
So why'd you buy Crocs over slides? They have an advantage over them?
I got a discount on them.
How much do they cost with a discount?
I think they're normally like 40, like 30 something.
How much did it cost with the discount?
30 something.
You know how much slides cost?
30 something.
No.
The ones with cushion. I don't want. See, this is where the comfortable ones. Slides that don't have the cushion to me are not comfortable. They have. So like the Nike, yeah, I know, and those are expensive. Those are more expensive. I'm not saying they're $100, but they're the same thing as Crocs.
Brand, but there's other brands.
And Nike's the brand that I like because I don't like the Adidas ones because I've tried on the Adidas ones. I work at a shoe store. I tried on the slides. I like the Nike ones. Yeah, but I also like these fucking $25 Skechers slides. They were less than both of them. And you also know what? You want to know something else, Derrick? Talking about gambling and buying stuff. Actually, you want to know? I was wrong. I bought a pair of Jordan 1s last Saturday, and I paid retail $170 for them, but I can resell them right now for $500 plus.
Are you gonna resell them?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. When?
Whenever the fuck I want to.
Okay, so probably not. Because you and my brother do the same thing. My brother buys Supreme. He showed me his whole catalog.
Does he wear his shit, his Supreme shit?
Yeah.
That's his problem. Let me show you these shoes. I look at these shoes and I physically can't bring myself to put them on and walk around.
Then why have them?
To sell them for $500
then
profit.
Then why not sell them?
Because they're going to go up in the future. That's why. Just like the Doge coin.
What's the catalyst for that?
What do you mean, what the fuck is that? I don't know what that word means. Let me just get that out clear. I don't know what that fucking word means, Nancy. Go on.
You got your computer right there.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I do.
This nigga just... So when we started the episode, this is where I was talking about, I got my computer, so when I need to look up things real quick, I'll be able to do it.
I was in a heated debate.
The whole time, not knowing what the catalyst is.
I was in a heated debate.
See, sometimes people be saying things just to say them.
I was in a heated debate.
And don't really be knowing what they saying.
Is anything that precipitates a drastic change in the stock's current trend? Okay, so I don't know.
Well, that's the stock catalyst. The catalyst itself is just something that makes a change.
Yeah, so let's say, for example...
So what's the catalyst for your Dogecoin to go up, nigga?
Honestly, I literally... Okay.
Don't fucking know, okay?
I don't. Exactly. Like I've said 4 times, I don't.
That's the whole
You wanna know why? Because Dogecoin was made off of a fucking meme of that Doge dog.
Yeah, that's why it went up at that time.
It never went up. It's always been down.
Then how you get up $200 if it's always been down, Brad?
Because down to me is less than $1. It's always been less than $1.
Brad, down. And up is up. Sure. Down is down.
Anyways, so these Jordans right here, for example, let's get to talking to some people we'll talk about. Okay, look, the Jordans right here, the catalyst you could say knock on wood.
I know how Jordans go up, Brad. I know how things go up. I'm talking about Dogecoin.
And I told you, like I told you at the beginning of the episode before the podcast started, Mark Cuban is making. Let me look this up. You want to know what? Mark Cuban and Dogecoin. Mm-hmm. You know who Mark Cuban is, the multi-billionaire guy, right?
Yeah, I know who Mark Cuban is.
Would you argue with him about gambling and shit like this?
Yes, I would.
Okay, and then he would tell you, shut up because I'm a multi-billionaire and I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I know what I'm doing because I'm almost a multi-billionaire.
But see, the thing is, just because your success, right, your current success.
I'm always successful.
Doesn't matter about your future success. Like, you could be a billionaire right now and lose that all in a day. Like, you can't think about your current status and thinking something's not going to fuck you up. You can't tell somebody to shut up just because they're beneath you and expect them not to go crazy and just murder your whole family one day. And then you were lost. Just because you told somebody to shut up that was insignificant in your life.
Everybody's insignificant in my life.
Okay, but you don't got to tell them that.
When I'm almost a billionaire. Hey, Nancy, you're insignificant in my life.
Yeah, you don't got to tell them that.
Well, I just did.
But you told them that, and now they have a reason to have vengeance against you. They be angry against you for what?
Yeah, if they're a vengeful person.
You don't know, so why are you provoking them?
I don't care. That's why.
Okay, until something happens.
I provoke certain people, and I don't really provoke anybody, to be honest with you.
But you don't know.
I provoke people.
How you react to something and how I react to something are two different things.
I provoke people that I know. Like I provoke you because I know.
You don't know if I'm crazy or not.
Derrick, to be honest with you, you have known me since I was a sophomore in high school. Okay, yeah. So if you were able to make it this long and not kill me, I'm pretty sure you can.
But I could kill you one day just because.
Yeah, I could also kill you one day just because. Anybody could have killed anybody one day just because. And if honestly, if this was a setup, and then you did,
as a 4K,
and then you did, and then you literally shot me right now, I would literally just shrug my shoulders. What the fuck am I gonna do? What the fuck am I gonna do if I die? If I die, I die. I can't do nothing about it.
Yeah, but you could have prevented it. You could have read signs. You could have done a whole bunch of stuff.
What? Wear a bulletproof vest over here?
You could.
And you shoot me in the head. What good does that do? Do I wear a Kevlar suit?
You could have trained your reaction speed. How about that, Brad?
To be faster than a bullet?
No, to be faster. You don't have to be faster than a bullet. You got to be faster than someone aiming at you. That's what you got to be faster at. That's why people be dodging bullets, because they'll shoot at somebody, but their arm has to get to them. So you can dodge that point.
Riddle me this. If I see you pulling out a gun, personally, it is too much effort for me to stop you. If you pulling out your gun, you win. Because I don't care. You care enough, obviously. Something that I did in my life to you. You care so much about to shoot me. Shoot me then, bro. I don't care.
You see?
I'm the product of two people that decided to have unprotected sex one day. I didn't ask. This wasn't a Call of Duty lobby and I hit public match, fucking free for all, fun match.
Maybe you just don't know till you die.
No, I didn't.
And now you gonna go to heaven with all your bros. They gonna talk shit like, bro, why you just give up for the game? Look, they gonna have the headsets on and shit. Brad's such a fucking quitter. Every single lobby.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell him the same thing. I wanted a sandwich. We just trying
to play Earth, and this motherfucker always quit in the fucking lobby.
Hey, and you wanna know what? I'm gonna go and say, hey, tell the game developers to make Earth better. That's what I'm gonna say. Cause that's what I do. I rage quit on a game. Tell them to make the game better.
On that note,
all I know is I am the result of unprotected sex that was. I didn't ask. I know that there were bullets shot the other day at me the other week and I didn't die. I know that I fought somebody and I didn't die. Basically, I'm invincible.
Alright,
basically what came from here. Basically, I'm invincible. Invest into Dogecoin. Don't listen to anything Derrick said at all. That's basically what we got from this.
And on that note, welcome to the end of the episode. Catch y'all later.
Thanks for listening.
Hey, why does that sound like a little F commercial?
You chilling, nigga? Oh, I am chilling. You want to give me a high chew real quick, please? A mango one. All right.
You don't gotta do it in